Hey everybody, Steve with Adventure Motorcycle Accessories here. About to eat a little bit of crow, and the reason is because these boots that I did a review on not that long ago are junk. And here's why. I just finished a 7-day, 2,000-kilometer trip into south central British Columbia and loved every minute of it. Extremely hot the first couple of days and absolute garbage weather the last couple of days, but I loved every bit of it. And the boots did not perform at all as expected, and here's why. When I bought these boots, they were $50 Canadian. Now I know what you're gonna say. You get what you pay for, and you're not wrong. We bought these boots and did a review because a really good friend Mark of mine, who asked me to do a review on these boots. And so when we bought them from, he had given us a link, and it's to an eBay seller. Now the eBay seller is based in Hong Kong. And again, I know what you're saying is that, hey, you know, you can't really trust anything that you buy from an eBay seller based in Hong Kong. That is not necessarily true. Most of our product that we consume and use and toss away is manufactured in China. Whether you'd like to admit it, but take the time and look at the label on whatever it is you're buying, and you'll see where the origin of manufacture is. Even the famous iPhone devices are designed in Cupertino but manufactured in China. So there's different levels of manufacturing. There is the good, better, best. These boots unfortunately don't even make the good mark, even as per my review, which I've since edited. But here's what happened. These boots, if you can see that name on there, I don't know if I'm too close. I don't know how to say that name, so I won't even bother trying. They call it a Hypolite interior so that it is waterproof, unlike Gore-Tex. I did encounter some rain with these, and I'll be honest, I did not get wet feet. So there's some truth to that, but in the same breath, I did treat them with Nick Wax, so not sure, had I not done that, if they would have leaked any water. It's really hard to say. But I bought these boots probably end of November, so as you know, anybody who rides in Canada knows that from October on, you've basically parked your bike because we got cold weather, snow, and just all things counterintuitive to riding. So when I bought these, they sat in a box in the garage with the bike, never to see the light of day for a few weeks until I pulled them out and tried them on and warm around the house a little bit in brand new state, and they were comfortable right out of the box. They fit well. They had all the traits of a good brand name boot, and this, if you look at it very closely, it's very similar to a brand name that you'll see being sold online by some of the bigger retailers. And maybe it is the same manufacturer, likely a clone, and there's a lot of clones, okay? But you know, they have all the good accoutrements of a quality boot. You know, the external or the street side, I call it extra padding. The shift plate, which is, it's not vulcanized that I'm aware of. It looks like it's stitched in. You know, you got the accordion pleats front and rear. I won't even bother to try that because these boots are hooped. The Velcro, and it's also got the inside fold here. Now, inside the boot, there is a material to try and help wick away some of the moisture. And I'll tell you, in southern BC during the trip, it was as high as 39 degrees, and that's hot. And at the end of a riding day, the longest I rode for was 10 hours, and it was gross. It was hot, sweaty, some of the best riding you'll find, but that's how it is. I pulled the boot off. Not a lot of smell, just a lot of heat built up inside the boot. But on about the fourth day, I went to unzip the boot. I was fully engaged, and I went to unzip it. And as you can see, it's broken, okay? Not much I can do, and I could get this repaired for about $25, but on a $50 pair of boots that probably won't last another couple of rides if I did, it's just not worth it, okay? That's this boot. This side here, no problem with the zipper. Zipper works, everything still works as per. But now, this sole, I know it doesn't look like it, but I was sitting on a ferry going across a short river in BC. I just got off my bike, and all of a sudden I felt this weird feeling on the bottom of my foot. I took a look at it, and the whole entire sole from here to right about here was flopping around like a limp noodle. And I was kind of embarrassed, but that is what it is. So I just casually got back on the bike And as soon as we got to the other side, there was a little store across the other side. And I stopped in, and lucky for me, they had some super glue. So I bought a little tube of it, and I quickly applied it to the sole and pushed it back on, and there it is. It's been stuck on ever since. But the vulcanizing, when I was looking at the boot, when I was doing the repair, they did a really bad job with the glue and the vulcanizing. And then I further examined the whole entire sole on the inside, and I'll tell you right now, they are typically cast probably 1,000 at a time, and it was lightweight, very lightweight and very thin, very concerning. And that may be with all boots that are manufactured like that at mass production. But as you can see, there's not a lot of wear on these boots. I mean, not a lot of scuffing. They're dirty, but typically they're in really good shape. And it's sad that I've got to literally toss these out. I don't even want to keep them as spares, because with a broken zipper here, you don't know when you're out riding from one minute to the next if you're going to be in sunshine or rain. And if I'm in rain with these boots, I'm going to get wet. I don't want to get wet. So, as per my original review on the site, as well as the video review, I'm eating crow and saying, spend the money, buy the quality boot from the quality material, and from a company who's going to support and stand up. I mean, you know, first gear, if these were first gear boots, you'd simply send them an email with the date of purchase and a copy of the receipt, and you'd get new boots. I reached out to the eBay seller 5 times now, and they've not responded, and I don't expect them to. And unfortunately, you can only leave one review, and that is based on your dealings with the seller, not afterwards, like you can even on Amazon or any other site where you can edit your review. Couldn't do it, and they're not responding or even trying to, reach back out to me. So that said, garbage. Don't spend or don't waste your money. And I'm glad Mark asked me to do this review, because I know most people would say, well, we knew that, or you should know better. But a lot of times you'll buy stuff that is actually really good quality at a low price. I know it's kind of an oxymoron, but in this particular case, garbage out of the box. So feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to ask us if you have anything you want reviewed. We're certainly willing to look at buying something and testing it in a real world environment, and then doing a real honest review on the product. And this is one of those reviews where I can say, don't buy it. So appreciate it, ride safe, and enjoy the day.